Ragazzi, benvenuti e ben ritrovati nel mio canale, io sono Magnus. Oggi iniziamo la nostra prima esperienza con uno dei giochi più attesi del 2015. Sto parlando di The Witcher Wild Hunt. Ragazzi, il lupo bianco è tornato. Questo dovrebbe essere l'ultimo episodio. Comunque, non ci perdiamo in chiacchiere e iniziamo subito a giocare.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Piccolo riassunto. Si può giocare anche chi non ha mai giocato né al primo né al secondo. Comunque nuova partita, scegliamo il livello di difficoltà, chiamo le sfide solo per giocatori esperti, per i polli. Giochiamo per chiamare sfide, va. Se no non capiamo una mazza. L'inizio promette veramente bene. Il gioco sembra veramente fatto bene. A me sembra bello, fantastico. Scene piccanti. The Witcher ci ha abituato a queste scene, eh? Ops. Aia. Cazzo.
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
La chiave della stanza. Va bene. Perfetto. Ecco qua. Un altro testa la nostra posizione della zona circostante. Ok. Ok. Gli obiettivi sotto. Perfetto.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
Usa la chiave, avvicinati alla porta e premi X. Cosa c'è qua? Ah, fantastico. Abbiamo spinto il fuoco. Ah, ok. Sa che dobbiamo andare sotto. Quindi apriamo la porta. Aperta. Sì, credo che stia. Adesso c'è scritto scendi al piano di sotto. Io furbo che non avevo letto a destra.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Che scemo.
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Al-Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Sì, sì, il tutorial è essenziale.
Of course. This a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Beat you to the bottom.
Maybe if you fall.
Quindi cerca per saltare. Vabbè,
What did I
facciamo
tell you
vincere,
about
no?
breathing? Through your mouth, in rhythm with your
Sembra
steps.
brutto. È difficile che possiamo anche cadere.
Siri, cut it out.
Ok, vai. Scendi. Salta. Go, go. Dai, vai, scendi, scendi.
Run into trouble? Should I turn back and help you?
È agile come.
First! Na 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 na.
Perfetto. Ci sta anche prendendo in giro. Scappa.
Oh no. Vesemir's got that look.
What did you expect?
Avevo quasi presa. Mi sa che questo è un tutorial per iniziare il combattimento, La butto lì.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerricania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Oh, che culo, l'avevo ingarato. Vai,
Should work on the
iniziatore.
basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely a novice.
Draw your sword, Geralt!
Combattimento dei cavalieri. Sono le spade. Semplici magie, questo sarà estremamente ok.
Quick cuts! 1, 2, 3!
Attacco rapido con quadrato.
Strong strikes now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking.
Colpo denso.
Slice the jugular.
Done.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
Per le schivate invece cerchio.
Damn it!
Questo si allontana proprio. Diciamo, vedi?
Parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword? It's angled.
Capito?
Tomfoolery! Enough!
What am I supposed to parry? I'm fighting a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike! Counter-strike!
Maybe a storm.
I'm too old for this shit.
Perfetto. Calcio nelle mani.
Take that! Slice your jugular.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with...
Prima accesso rapido. Ok, eccolo qui. Cosa serve? Scudo protettivo. Dammi R2.
Ciri, Quen is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see what...
Ah, ok. Dipende dalle carte.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Invece questo qui infligge danni di fuoco. Ok.
See? If not for the Quen sign, I'd be aflame by now.
Procedimento degli avversari. Perfetto.
Hard, Geralt. Come on.
Invece... raffica cinetica.
Damn it. See that, Ciri?
Hello.
Hard will knock anyone or anything off balance. Destroy...
Questo è bello.
Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Quindi grafica perfetto. Questo mi influenza la mente degli avversari.
Axie can really muddle your mind.
Lo differenziamo per un po'. Questo pure è una
Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
trappola magica. Questo deve essere bello.
See this, Ciri? Couldn't move if I wanted
Sì,
to.
sì.
I'm too old for this shit. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Siri. Quen will dampen the blow.
Abbiamo questo. Ah, le bombe, sì. Ah, ok, ho sbagliato. Lancia. Perfetto. Ah, la bomba si lancia con R1. Metti il punto indicato con la mappa qui. Perfetto. Prendere uno per mirare. Ah, ok.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will.
Non è giusto. Mi ero disarmato, non eri attaccato.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Siri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Siri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Rather not talk about it.
Gotcha.
So, time to hit the road?
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
That's private. Very private.
Aha, I understand. At least I think I do. Maybe not entirely, but perhaps that's for the best.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh, but it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. The ghouls.
Ok, iniziamo. Riceve alcuni punti adrenalina, ok. Osservazione, storia, attacchi speciali, canzoni. Ok,
Of course, when armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
perfetto. Ok ragazzi, questo primo video termina qui, spero vi sia piaciuto, non vi dimenticate di mettere mi piace, non vi dimenticate di scrivere commenti, che vi posso dire, ci vediamo alla prossima, bye bye!